The king in the north! The king in the north!
Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Now let's just get into it. So we got another, I don't know what we calling this, Juju knows, Juju knows. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Good. I was down and I was sick and stuff, so I'm gonna pick it up and got a lot to recap about 2 weeks worth. So let's get into it.
Got you. So I guess we start with like the background. We got Michigan basketball. With who did we beat the other day?
Purdue. We beat Purdue.
Yeah.
Before that, we beat UCLA. I was not here for the UCLA. Just a quick one. I know it's a blowout, so I'm quickly run down my thoughts about that. It was a Mara's old team. I was very interested to see because I'm not a big fan of their head coach. So he has some choice words always for post game and complaining, and I was interested to see what he's going to say. And he didn't say a whole lot. I thought he was going to say something tomorrow, and it was really a quick handshake. If for anyone that paid attention to it, there's no love lost there. I know his camp feels he was misused, and Dusty found a home for him. So, I mean, I'm not really. I mean, it was close at first. We let him hang around, and really, that 12-14 mark, in back-to-back weeks, Northwestern and UCLA, man, not a lot of teams can hold. Like, once they get to that 12-14 minute mark, it's like, boom, gone.
Yeah.
It's over. Like, in the blink of an eye. Like, it's over. That's what this team can just overwhelm you. So, we didn't really talk much about the UCLA game. What'd you see?
Honestly, I'm having a trouble remembering that game from all the way back then. It feels like
it was a blowout. I mean, 30-point. It was a blowout, but again, they caught fire like they always do for certain points in the game. And
okay. Yeah, we smacked UCLA. The game that really had my attention was that Northwestern game because Cadeau was struggling. He was struggling a little bit. And in one of my group chats, they're not really b-ball heads. They follow the team, but they don't really know basketball. And so I'm like, they got to bench Cadeau right now. Like, he needs to be benched, And who was that?
Elgin.
Yeah. He comes in and he doesn't miss a beat. He exactly what we needed, and why I said we need to sit Cadeau down, because he's just a little too careless with the ball. Like, he tries some passes that don't try it right now. You know what I'm saying? He's that type of point guard. When he's on with distributing. But LJ came right in and gave us that lift that we needed, and that was really impressive. I was like, okay, yeah, this is what we need, because you need to be able to sit somebody down, because every team doesn't have he's playing bad, you'll bench him, but is that backup good enough for you to do it in crucial situations, or do you have to rock with it? We just got to live and die with Cadeau. Right. And we don't have to do that. We have the depth.
No, we don't. LJ, I'm pretty comfortable saying this. I watch a lot of teams across the country. Over the last month, I'm pretty comfortable saying we had the best backup point guard in the country. I think I truly believe that. At first, like, even going back to last year, just if you follow LJ Kaysen, his college career, in his second year, it's been just trajectory. He's kind of like Cadeau. He's kind of chaotic at times, but over this, I mean, he's taken Cadeau's minutes. The Northwestern game, the UCLA game, that whole Northwestern game. I mean, like you said, they sat Elliott, and again, that's the mark of a real coach. He doesn't, Dusty May doesn't care who you are. He sat every single starter across the season. Even Yaxel, when he wasn't playing well, he sat him. He said, "Come and sit next to me. We're gonna talk about it." So
And
there
you
is,
need to be able to do that.
man, 100%. That's why he's a real coach. That's why I think he's the best coach in the country.
Yeah. Like they're balling, and Yaxel's playing very well. Last night on Voice of College Football, Marma was saying that Kaysen is our best player. Everybody's like, no, it's Yax. And it is, I mean, it is. It's his opinion. Yaxel's the best because he does everything. He can do everything well. He's a utility knife.
I
you know,
agree.
but Kaysen, you know, he's playing well. Like, but he's not that, but he's playing very well.
He's not Yaxel, but I do think it's correct. Yaxel's the best player, but I think the most important player on the team is Morez. I think he's the most important because he's the engine. I mean, that dude does so much on the court. I mean, he's blocking shots, he's rebounding, he's defending, he does everything Yaxel does, but his motor is better than anyone's on the team. I mean, he never stops. So I think he is the most important player on our team. But I'm very, it was UCLA, Purdue, really in Purdue. That game showed me how we won that game. It wasn't just that we won. It was the way we won, and it was the guards. The concern we had all year was the guards going in, and they won that game. LJ, Trey, Elliott had his, probably his best game since Michigan State. The guards, Namari played pretty decent. Roddy Gale still is finding his way, but those guys were. I mean, Mara was in foul trouble. Morez had his game of his season, and Yaxel was really good. So 2 out of your 3 bigs were struggling. Where do you go? Your guards stepped up in a huge way. So I thought that was huge for March.
Yeah, definitely. In the atmosphere, that arena was rocking. I was like, dang, sit down. Y'all down like 15 with like 4 minutes left. Like, bro, come sit down.
Did you see what TKR said is number 4 for Purdue? Did you see what TKR said when he was like, when they were down 14? I think it was 46-32. He made a bucket and he was screaming to the crowd. He's like, "This is my shit." Like, dog, you're down 14. What the fuck?
Their crowd, I gotta give it to them, bro. Like, they were intense from opening tip to y'all lost. Will y'all accept that y'all are losing this game? They wouldn't accept it. I gotta give it to them. It was rocking in there.
It was over when it got to 21-11. I was like, it's over. Like, you could tell it was not great. They're a good team, but they struggled. Iowa State, Nebraska, they struggled with. They almost blew the lead. You look at their losses or their close games. Purdue, they can't score with an athletic team. Like, they can't. They don't have a lot of success with athletic teams. Like, you look 1 through 5, we were just more athletic. It didn't even. Besides Braden Smith, and Dusty was like, "Okay, we're gonna take Braden away." He was inefficient as hell the whole game. And TKR, he had 30 and 10, but he shot 6 times. So I thought we did an unbelievable job on the defensive end, as well as that was our best shooting night in a minute. I mean, we hit our season high, I think 13 threes, shot almost 60%. I mean,
hold on, I think your sound is going a little in and out. Or is that me? Anybody in the chat, is Juju sound good? Because it seemed like it was going in and out. It might be on me. I'm trying to make sure.
We good?
Go ahead. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. It is your sound. It's going in and out. It's coming in and out a little bit.
Yeah, I can drop and come back.
Yeah, that's good. Try to drop and come back because it's going in and out bad. But yeah, that crowd was rocking. That crowd was rocking, and it really got me. It really felt like a March Madness type of situation almost. You know what I mean? The energy of the energy, the atmosphere of that type of game, you know, and it was just a dope experience, you know, for the players because March Madness, you're gonna go into some of these places and it's going to be rocking. Like the crowd is gonna be rocking. You're gonna be in a who knows what bracket you'll be in. So you might be in the Midwest, you might be in the South, you might be in the West Coast, on the West Coast. Like you don't know where you're going to be, so you don't know what the crowd is exactly going to look like. So I was glad that they got that win in Purdue, and it was just like, bro, we mean business. Yeah, Yaxel said we was going to smack y'all, and we did. Now, what you gonna do about it? Nothing.
And that taken 9 months ago.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They held on to it like it happened the day before the game.
Shout out to whoever who leaked that the week of. I mean, that's elite.
Yeah. And in Michigan's defense, it's hard to get comfortable with them because they don't give you much. And what they give you is you're going to have to make shots. Yeah, you can get hot for a quarter or a half since it's college. You can get hot for a half, but can you stay hot for the whole game? That's hard to do.
Only one team has done it.
Yep. And we still almost beat them.
I mean, we lost by 3 and they hit 16 threes. It's still their season high.
That's crazy.
16
so, Duke. He's Jason say he's taking Duke. He say Duke got the blueprint.
Duke. It's interesting. This is I think my sound is still a little messed up, but there we go. Hopefully this figures it out anyway. I don't think Duke matches up that well against us. They have Cameron Boozer, and they're center. They have a wing in Evans. I think we have too much depth. I just think that's what it comes down to. I don't think their guard plays very good.
Yeah.
That's been their Achilles heel. They've been playing better, but if I'm being honest, I have us -9.
Really?
I had us -7 against Purdue because it was at Purdue. So, I mean, I think we're gonna get the same coverages that we've seen against Purdue. Dusty, he said, okay, you can have 30 and 10, but you're gonna shoot 12 for 26 and by double digits. We can go one-on-one and guard you one-on-one. You can get the shot you want, but nobody else is gonna score. And I think that's what they might. And I think that's gonna be more as his matchup because I think Yaxel's gonna be on it.
You think Yaxel's gonna what?
I think he's gonna be on Evans, their wing.
He's
he's really their only other guy that can create by himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Duke is I've been thinking that we might smack them. I know people for some reason people will talk about Duke like it since it's basketball. You hear Duke, you think juggernaut, which they have been consistently, but Michigan's loaded this year. So it wouldn't surprise me if we smacked them too. That's just how I've been feeling.
And it's on a neutral site.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's in Washington, D.C., so there is no real home crowd. And, you know, Michigan travels real well. Football, basketball, it don't matter.
Yeah, that's going to be a hell of a game to watch Saturday. And then you got what's the other matchup? Isn't it? It's Arizona and somebody. Who they playing? this is like the Final Four right now.
Yeah, because I think Houston is the second best team in the country. I felt that way for a long time. When UConn had one loss, two losses, I never felt like they were that good. And they have a lot of close games with a lot of really bad teams at home. At that, I always felt like they were fraudulent. But I watched them 11 times this year, and I'm just not impressed at all. I think Houston is a problem. I think they put it all together. That's a team I'm looking at because they can shoot the hell out of the basketball, and teams that can shoot the hell out of the basketball are the only teams I feel like can match up well with us, like Illinois. And that's the only other team in our conference that I can compare to that I feel like can be like, okay, they can shoot 1 through 5, and that is the only way to beat us. Draw Mara all the way out to the perimeter.
That worries me a little bit in the tournament. That dang on that Villanova game, it haunts me. It haunts me, bro. Doggone DiVincenzo went nuclear on us.
I just think this year more than ever, we are built for March. Like, we're the deepest team in the country. Like, and it's weird saying this, because like I always like second guess myself. Are we the best team? I don't really think it's a debate. Like, because I look across the country, if we have our best night, everyone else has their best night. I still feel like we win by double digits against anybody. If we have our best night, our ceiling, I feel like, is so much higher than everyone else's because we go 9 deep. Like, we almost have 2 full starting 5s.
We've won some games by double digits where it was probably a B- game, maybe even C+ game.
Well,
our standards, from what we've seen from them.
100%. And for our standards, I mean, and players there early in the year, they showed us where they can be at ceiling peak, and that's blowing good teams out by 30 and 40. Well, Auburn wasn't that very well, but Gonzaga, they're a little fraudulent to me, but that's still their head coach is one of the best in college basketball. So, I mean, I just think we're our own biggest enemy, no matter who we play, because in every game we're gonna have a stretch where we go 5-6 possessions with 4 turnovers and a bad shot. And they get a little run. They get a 7 to 8 run. And then we got to calm ourselves down again. And then we go back on a run. But to me, this team has won every single kind of way. Ugly, blowout, shootout, gritty win. They've gone into 2 arenas in Mackey, in the Breslin. Hostile, I mean, 2 of the toughest places to play, and beat both teams by double digits. I don't think there's anything that can phase this team. Like, they answered every question I have for them. I mean, I think you have to win it all. That's my expectation.
Yeah, me too. I got my scissors ready. I was telling TJ, I got my scissors ready, cutting down nets.
We gotta win it all, bro. This is probably the best Michigan team we're gonna have in our lifetime.
It seems that way. And I was telling I was talking to TJ yesterday on the show, Voice of College Football, Thursday calling show. Shameless plug.
Plug.
But I was telling him, like, bro, I'm honestly, I'm ready for the tournament now, because I've seen the team win, just like you said, I've seen them win every type of way now. So now it's just like, all right, I've seen them. They've lost one. They've had to see how to come back from that. They've been down. They've been up. They've been in close, tight games all the way through. All right, I'm ready for the tournament now. Like, I'm ready for this regular season to go by, win this Big Ten tournament, and let's get locked and loaded to make this championship run.
I mean, I go all the way back to the Northwestern game. That was one question I did have. What if we go down big? We have never been. We've only been. Our biggest deficit was like 8 in the second half against Maryland when they were shooting the lights out. We quickly closed the gap. But what happens if we get deep into the second half and we're down double digits? Well, I know that I mean, that's a pretty bad team in Northwestern, but you still went and did it. You went on an unbelievable run, and you showed that it doesn't matter. Like that 10 to 12 mark, like we talked about, if we're down double digits, we'll make a run. Like that's what frustrates me, and what's so great at the same time is that it's almost like they just dick around. It almost feels like they just dick around, and then when it's time to hit the switch, they do it. I mean,
Yeah.
they're that talented.
The one thing that bothers me about college basketball is it's two halves. So, if this was the NBA, first quarter, let's say you get in the bonus, it's the first quarter. Second quarter, you're not in the bonus.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, your files reset.
Your files reset.
Right.
Bro. These halves with these bonus. That's why we really beat, besides LJ, but Northwestern.
Oh my God, they're fouling shit out of us.
We were in the bonus. We were in the bonus with like 10 minutes left or something. It was like, all right. I said it. I told my boys, once we got it to like 3 or something, I saw we were in the bonus. I said, that's ball game. It's ball game, bro.
They had nothing for us. I mean, I don't really like how that resets either. And speaking of fouls in the Purdue game, I mean, we were getting more calls in the first half than I thought was. But then the second half, I mean, those calls were more than favorable for the home team. I mean, I don't like to get too deep into officiating, but they shot the shit out of the free throw line in the second half. It was almost like, to me, it felt like desperation, like because we were beating their ass, like there was no hope, like at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just felt they got most of the points from the free throw line in the second half, which I do think can be an Achilles heel for us because we're not that good of a free throw shooting team, and we're gonna need that in March, especially with Mara, because he might have to come off the floor late in games.
Yeah,
he might fuck around, lose us a game. Yeah, he really might lose us a game.
Yeah, that bonus. People watch out for that bonus. It can be a gift and a curse with these long halves. Because I think that was Nebraska got in the bonus early in the second half, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they were getting those ticky-tack questionable calls, and it's like, bro, it makes it hard to go on a run and come back when somebody's getting these favorable calls. Now you're right back at the line, so it's a gift and a curse. Hopefully in the tournament, we can stay on the right side of the bonus in the second half, at least.
Yeah. Speaking of that, that's, I guess another question I had, because Nebraska was down 2 starters, when we played a pretty poor game offensively, and we beat them by 3. But what they did in that game is they were screening the hell out of the ball. They played 5 out basically, and my question would be, like, what if Illinois does that and they have more talent and they shoot 1 through 5? Like, what is that? And we're going on the road, another tough place to play. What does that look like? That worries me. Now, we are athletic enough to play 1 through 5. Like, we can guard 1 through 5, and we are athletic enough to guard 1 through 5. And Illinois' big isn't really athletic to get you off the dribble, but they can shoot the shit out of the ball. So it worries me for Mara, because I think our best defensive
you're going to sit him down.
100%. And I think we're going to see him in limited minutes. I just think he's our best rim protector. I mean, he's probably the best rim protector in the college basketball. I mean, I'm not going to take that away from him. But I think our best defensive lineup for teams who want to go that is Morez and Yaks at the 4 and 5. Like, I don't know how you're going to have to be special to play 5 out and consistently score all night on that. So I think that's what they will go to. But if they answer that question, I don't know how you beat this team. Hope that they have 20 turnovers and shoot 3 for 24 from 3. That's a lot to ask.
I think the only hope for people is that we turn it over and we just get ice cold, basically, and the other team is hot, or maybe in the bonus. So, you got anything else with the basketball?
No, I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow. It's a huge matchup to see how we match up on a national scale again.
Yeah, I think I'll be at Hooters watching that one. I've been craving Hooters wings for like a month, bro. I've been going there just killing wings, bro.
That's the only thing you craving?
I mean, it's booty in there, bro. I mean, it's booty in there. I can't help it that they make a signature style of wing, bro. You know, so go in there with my junk, you know, and just watch the game with her, and you know, it's women around.
Oh, you
Like
gonna
I'm
go
not
with
a
you gonna go with
real
your girl?
quick.
Death wish.
I remember the first time I went to Hooters. I was like, I think I was with my boy. We were going to like go-karts and stuff or whatever. His dad dropped us off. Then we went to Hooters. I was like, I'm like 10 or something. I've never really been in the Hooters. I'm like, what the like that first experience, you like, what is this?
Hey, I
Like,
still
what?
never been to Hooters in my life. I've
Bruh,
never been still.
it's not bad place. Like that introduced me to Hooters, but like when I growing up, I never went there. But they do, you know, most wing places, they do like the skinless kind of wings or the
Yeah.
non-breaded wings. Hooters does
Mhm.
breaded wings. Like you can get them without the bread or the bread with the sauce, you know. So I've been craving it. So I just been going and watching the games. It's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe. The patio on the patio, you know what I'm saying? Take your junk to Hooters, bro. I'm trying to put you on game, bro. That's free game.
The Hooters though. She don't be like staring you down.
No, I mean it depends on what type of girl you got. Depend on your
Hey,
depend on
look,
your girl.
I ain't gonna say too much. I'll probably get killed.
Hey, Miss Juju, Mrs. Juju. Juju want to go to Hooters and watch the game and eat some wings. He's not going for the women, he's going for the wings.
For the wings. That's it. That's it.
all he there for. So
Yeah, somebody clip
I
this.
guess we should move on.
Yeah, somebody clip this, please, so I don't get in trouble.
So Michigan has a new GM. Dave I don't know how to say the last name. Pelokin.
Pelokin, yeah.
What you got?
This one was out of left field for me because I had a different name in mind, but that one doesn't matter now. I think he's a pretty damn good GM. I know there was some conflict and falling out at Notre Dame, for reasons between him and the head coach, which is Marcus Freeman. Didn't see eye to eye on a few things, so I know some Notre Dame fans are they had choice words for him and feelings for him, which I understand, but you can't deny what he did. I mean, before he got there, NIL wasn't great, and he flipped it on its head. So I think it's a good hire, and I think this is a better hire than what he would have done. I thought, you know, bringing his guy from Utah would have been a mistake because I feel like you can go and get better. You're not at Utah anymore. You're at Michigan. And not to say that you can't have good coaches there or good people there. Obviously, he's brought a good amount of it. But I feel like on a national scale, you can go get a GM, a big name GM, because it's Michigan. And I feel like this is a damn good hire. I think I'd probably give this like an 8.1 out of 10 because he's not afraid to spend money. And I like that.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Like, you can't be penny pinching too much in this new college football NIL era. You gotta be if it's a top player out there, especially a difference maker at a position of need or a crucial position, quarterback, D-line, linebacker, you know, corner. If you need one, you gotta open the wallet and pay him. Like, don't be afraid. You know, if it's not a fit, it's not a fit. But don't be afraid to spend the money to get these guys.
I mean, look at our linebacker situation. Like, that's a product of not paying. I mean, we pay in the portal, and they misplayed their poor season with linebackers, so they were willing to spend. They misplayed their hand. They should have shut the door on the Texas kid when he was on campus, but they didn't. So, and that goes back to Sean. It goes back to everyone in that building. That's Sean's MO. He's gonna put a salary cap, a self-inflicted salary cap. Yeah, he's gonna penny pinch where he feels like he needs to based on an NFL model. And I didn't think he did a terrible job. I thought he was solid, but I feel like you do a lot better, especially with the resources like Michigan has. I mean, we're not upwards toward $40 million roster like Texas is, but we're damn near there. I mean, we're mid-30s. So
yeah, you can load up like, and you can go from they should be okay this year to they're dang near the favorite this year. Like, if you spend the money and find the right players, like it's not out of question to go from okay to they're one of the top teams in the nation, you know? So I think that's just the game. You either do you want to win championships, or do you want to just play slow and steady and then you're building up to your seniors and juniors and then you have a good team? Nobody wants to do that in this era, bro.
I mean, the portal's the most important. As much as I love recruiting, as much as I love covering it, as much as, I spend watching film of high school kids and staying tapped in with Michigan. At the end of the day, the portal is the most important. And we're kind of behind the 8 ball, but I hope administration comes around. This cycle was pretty good. I mean, we picked up 3 juniors, so I mean they're starting to figure it out. I mean, it's just you got to be willing to drop credits or sacrifice credits to come to Michigan. Some kids are, some kids aren't. I mean, if you pay the right amount of money, it might persuade some kids. But breaking news, I mean, some kids do care about their credits. I mean, that is still a thing. Some kids care about their academics and not just about the money. So,
who cares about academics?
The Cal linebacker. He wasn't willing to come. I mean, they found out that he was going to lose 30 credits if he transferred from Cal to Michigan, and he couldn't bridge the gap and figure out a way to keep him. So he didn't, and it hurt us a lot. I'm still stung over that one. That kid's good.
Yeah. I'm in just that quick. I'm in trouble. I just didn't know I was on the show. I'm in trouble.
Hey, look,
man.
I got a text on top of my phone saying my full name, first, middle, and last. So,
but see, that's my fault because normally I send a text. I'm doing the show, so it's already known. Don't get mad. I'm doing the show. But another honorable mention of wing places to watch the game. I've never seen them up north, but down here they got Wing House. Hooters. Never heard of them?
No, I've heard Wings, etc. Like that's about as close.
No, this is Wing House. So they're like the opposite of Hooters. So Hooters, the girls, it's Hooters, but Wing House is more booty. So they got tighter, like little. Hey, I didn't make the plays. I'm just telling y'all about it. I'm just telling y'all.
No, I'm laughing at Dave, bro. He said we've seen his girl hotter than the wings, bro.
Yeah. So Wing House has the booty. They got like little shorts on, Even though Hooters they have little shorts on, but these ones at Wing House, they're even shorter. Their wings ain't as good, but
Yeah, I'm gonna get
watch the game.
I'm gonna get chunkless thrown at my head. My girl's watching the show, so
hey, just trying to go eat some wings and with you and watch the game. Let's go get something to eat, hey.
Go get. You feel me? What I'm saying? Hey,
come on.
She can't get too mad. We go there. I know she be looking at women too, so
that's what I'm saying.
The women be looking at women and then be like, "Oh, you can't."
We both looking. You see that? I see. I see, man. So,
Oh shit.
you got anything else on Dave?
No, that's it. He isn't officially hired, but I mean, it's expected. It's being reported all over. So I'm excited for him to get going because, recruiting's still slow, and I have one guy to talk about here in a minute. But other than that, like, there's just some visits that are up and coming, and you guys can let us know if you want me to cover visits. I mean, I only really cover it if I know the player is like really, really interested. Either I know that for a fact is going to take a hard look at Michigan, or I feel like he's going to commit in the future or due time. But yeah, you let Johnny know or let me know about that. But yeah, that's really it on Dave.
Got you. Let me read this super chat real quick. Appreciate the $5 straight game for you. OSU fans hating on Michigan b-ball. We are good in all sports. OSU only football. I mean, that's nothing but facts right there. Appreciate it, bro. I mean, and they kind of in their feelings right now because Michigan is good at basketball. We're the number 1 team in the country, as you see behind us. And they b-ball team is garbage. Like,
they're bad.
Kobe in the trash can. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trash.
Just whenever Ohio State fans talk basketball, I need everyone before they even start to interrupt them and say that they turned Dusty May down, because they did. They turned his interview. They turned him away.
They kicking themselves for that.
Yeah.
Oh well. Another man's trash is another man's treasure.
That applies to everything in life. Everything in life.
Well, so you know, they the fall is their time. But if we can keep this going, hey, the fall, the winter, the all year round, all the sports are pretty much dominating right now. So it's a year-round thing. Michigan just dominating.
Yeah, it's time for football to get back to it as well. At least make the playoff.
Yeah. So we need Kyle to, show up, and this is part of this will help. Talk about it. New DT coach.
Yeah. Larry Black. Yeah, I know some of the peers like TJ and them, they feel he's really good, elite. I'm not gonna go as far as elite. I do think this is a sound hire. I think it's solid. I don't think it's elite. I don't think it's great. I think this is a solid hire. At Vandy, he did a pretty good job, especially in the SEC, against the more talented teams. And I do know he was about to be co-defensive coordinator. So let's just add that to the list of DCs or, assistants, lower assistants that are turned coordinators with what Witt's doing. So I think this is a sound hire. Doing my research that I did, a couple of days before I knew he was going to get hired, I do have some concerns, and especially like as the season went on with him, his defensive line got a little bit weaker. He did have some injuries, but you always want to finish strong. So I do have some concerns about the longevity, but he was coaching the whole D-line. He won't be doing that at Michigan. He's going to be coaching DTs. And there's a lot of talent in that defensive tackle room. So it's going to be up to him to get to max out their potential. But I think this is really sound. I haven't really heard anyone else's thoughts. I think I only briefly heard TJ talk about it. So I'm interested to see what you think about Larry Black, because I think this is sound. I think this is like a solid, C+, B- hire.
That's what I felt too. I didn't really know. I didn't know much about him. Vanderbilt had a good D line last year, but I want to see more. there's not enough concrete where I can say, all right, this dude is a great D-line coach or really good. It's not concrete, but he looks like he's on the right path. So it doesn't look like it's a bad hire, at least.
No, I thought the only real questionable hire was the wide receiver coach, Micah Simon. I mean, he's 28 years old. So he's 2 years older than me, and he's the coach at University of Michigan, coaching wide receivers and that talented group that we have. So I know he's probably going to be a kick-ass recruiter because he's young, but we both know we lived through the Hulk era. I need you to be more. You have to develop these guys. Otherwise, we're not going to see another Andrew Marsh for 10, 15 more years.
Yeah, that's the big thing, because people get stuck on the recruiting. And
Right.
Being a great recruiter is great, but being a talent developer, now that's something amazing, because you can if you can get the most out of a 3-star, he can do work. He can do work if you can get the most out of him, and every year he's progressing and getting better. That's what it's about. It's about getting better. It's not about just he's a 5-star and then he doesn't do anything because he's not getting better as a player. So that's what I focus on and want to see is the development. Guys taking jumps from freshman to sophomore, junior, and peaking senior year. If he stays around that long, I'm a dog. I'm here, and guess what? You're about to have nightmares. Yeah, you're gonna wish I went pro.
No, 1,000%. And for people who do star watch and care about that, the average and all of that on the recruiting site, I just advise you just trust your eyes. Watch film, because you actively have coaches reaching out to recruiting analysts, and I know this for a fact. Recruiting analysts asking them not to bump their grade because then their price goes up. So. Make sure that you just watch it on your own time and be the judge based off of offer list, based off of competition state that they're in, and then based off just common eye knowledge. Like it doesn't. I feel like a lot of people, if they took the time to watch film, they could dissect it just fine. So just trust your eyes. I mean, you got coaches that are out here literally paying sites, paying these guys to not bump their grades so their price don't go up, so they can snag these kids. That is literally what's going on in today's college football. It's disgusting. It's nasty work.
What was this? I'm not sure if he's talking about football or basketball with that.
I would assume basketball, because we're talking about in season. But, if you're talking about the Big Ten, the team that worries me is Illinois. I mean, I mentioned it previously because they shoot 1 through 5. We're going on the road. They haven't been fully healthy this year at all, and they just got Boswell back, so they're even more dangerous now. But I still think we're the better team. So yeah, Illinois. That on a national scale, probably Houston, but in our conference, Illinois.
Houston. Got you.
Oh, Florida is another one that they match up extremely well with us.
I hope not, because my nephew, he's a Florida fan, so he doesn't really pay attention to them, but he'll come when he sees them doing good. He'll told you Florida. It's Florida.
Hey, they're bad. Their front court, their 3 bigs are probably the only bigs in the country I feel like can match up with us athletically, across the board. But
yeah,
their guards are not as good as ours. But if they continue to play like they're gonna be in the Final Four again.
Got you. What we got? We got a decommit. What happened, man? Why you decommit, man?
Well, I know, just talking, with my people a while ago, because I checked in with a few commits that we had while all the coaching changes were happening. And I wasn't worried about Peterborough at first, but then later when I had found out that hadn't been in contact with him, for the first couple weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to go back and check, but I know it was for some period of time. I knew that, okay, they have the guy that they want, Corey Detmer, and Jason Beck. They're going to set their board, and it's very early in the process, so they can still, reset the whole board. They have time to reset the whole board and really go in on the 27 guys that they like. And I think one, it's a stretch, but I think they're obviously very interested in Ryder Lyons, 5-star kid. He's going on a mission. He won't be playing for 2 years. I think there's a real possibility with that. He's reopened his recruitment, even though he says committed. His stuff it's open. It's always fluid, and he loves the staff. So I think that's one that they're gonna kick the tires on. I know that there's a kid right now that they like that I'll hold out on for right now, but it's that he reopened his recruitment, and he said it publicly that he was not going to stay committed and take visits. He felt like that was wrong, and I agree with that. If you're going to take visits, then just decommit. Yeah. I feel like that's the right thing to do, and he did. He's a talented kid, but if we're being real, does he stay even if he commits? You got Bryce for 2 more years, and kids jump left and right. Depth these days is like, it's hard to hard to hold on to, especially a freshman.
Everybody wants to play, and even if they do want to stay, you got somebody offering you a bag and you can play. I'm out of here.
I mean, look, I can just go out and say it because people, this is the fact. James Franklin is trying to poach him, Peter Board. Like, he's been trying ever since he got to VTech, and what is he drilling him with? Bryce is there. Hey, you can come start right now, Virginia Tech. There's nobody here.
You say James Franklin is in love with Peter Bork.
James Franklin goes after, he's at Penn State. Especially in the DMV area, us and him like butt heads on recruits every single year. And late in the cycle, he tried to get 3 of our guys, including Savion Hyder. So, I mean, he's a vulture, and James Franklin will never stop negative recruiting us. So, yeah, but I would look out for Virginia Tech with Peter Borg. I think it's a real possibility, but he still could come back. I'm not ruling that out. Like, I don't think anyone should. Recruiting is crazy, but yeah, I think the staff has their board right now, and everything's gonna be all right. I promise. Like, everything's gonna be just fine. Like, we're good. We are. Our quarterback room is good.
Got you. Did you have anything else? If not, I was going to read through these comments they left when I asked them to drop them. That was like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Got you. All right. So let's see. Zulu King 26 says, with the spread offense, Kyle Whittingham is going to run. Do you see him using his playmakers as chess pieces to confuse defenses the same way Jesse Minter used his defenses to confuse offense? Basically an opposite, but on offense. So basically, is Kyle Whittingham going to use our weapons, as chess pieces? That's how you're supposed to use them. That's how you're supposed to use them. If you've got a fast guy he can't catch that well, but he's fast.
Yeah,
you're supposed to be able to get him a screen or get him on a jet sweep, or if you got a big dude, you're supposed to be able to use him in the red zone to contested catches. So any good OC, that's what they're going to do.
Right.
Well, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, and I think for those, I mean, Whittingham, he has had his prints in previous year on offense, and he is a defensive minded coach. So it kind of reminds me in that way of Jimmy, where he puts his hands on the game plan. But just a side note real quick, I don't think he's like Jim Harbaugh. I think he's more like Urban Meyer, especially with the offense he has. Because Urban Meyer would never run Jim Harbaugh's style of offense, and Witt is running spread. So, and that's exactly the alley with a running quarterback. That's exactly the alley that Urban has. Just to note that real quickly. But that be more of a Jason Beck thing, because I do think he's going to have full control of the offense. I think this is his offense, and I think he's earned the trust of Witt. Having in New Mexico top 5 offense and at Utah having a top 5 offense scoring wise. So, but to answer his question, Beck ran last year. I tracked this because I have all 22 of 9 games of his offense just this past season. And he had, I counted 26 different personnel groupings through those 9 games. So you're going to see a lot of eye candy. There's going to be a lot of shifting. There's a lot of motion. Just a lot in that realm of, if you go back and watch our Bama game in the playoffs, what they were doing in that game, motioning, is going to be that on steroids. And we were motioning the shit out of Alabama in that game. It felt like every play, motion and everything, just to figure out, is it going to be zone? Is it going to be man? And Jason Beck loves it, loves doing that. He loves the schematics, but the whole decoy thing, that's what you can expect. I mean, the different personnel groupings, I feel like it's going to confuse teams a lot. It's going to be simple plays, which they are, and I tracked them. They're simple plays, quote unquote, but they're out of so many different personnel groupings that it takes a lot to dissect it. So I do think there's gonna be a healthy amount of plays that will be diversions, quote unquote, in different personnel groupings.
The eye candy, and certain things I love to see. And this Dom always says I'm always saying, and I do when I watch my videos back. I mentioned misdirection, eye candy, motion almost every video, because it's something that's so important for the quarterback and the offense to understand. Okay, let me at least know if they're in man or zone. That's huge, because
make it easier for Bryce.
They're played so differently, so Bryce can know what can I expect. Now, if I see now that I know they're in man, I mean it's man. But if I can identify it's zone, they're not moving with him. It's zone. Okay, now I can. Okay, is this? Yeah, they can always change after post snap, but I can get an idea. Is this cover 3? Is it cover 4? Covers, now you can start to try to pick it apart, recognize what it is. If you're not doing that, you can be surprised right off the jump. You thought it was zone, and it's a man. You thought it was man, it's a zone, because you're not doing the motion to find out. So
I think that's just to add one quick note on that. I think that's the beauty thing, and having the struggles that Bryce did year 1. Now he has a whole season worth of film he can correct with coaches now, and a real quarterback coach and coaches who are serious about it, that can go off game film and not just potential and practice film. They have real film to go off of. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to correct. And I think I think he's gonna take a huge leap in year 2. Yeah,
I hope so too, and we need him to. I want to see the leadership. I was as hard as anybody on Bryce as Bryce this year. And I'm hard on him. I was hard on him, but that's just me. I'm hard on anybody on the team. If you on the team, I'm hard on you. It don't matter who it is. So, but the quarterback, because you the quarterback. I mean, what do we?
Absolutely.
You gotta turn into a leader, and it starts from day one. There's a right and a wrong way to do it. Do it the right way, bro. So hopefully he takes that leap, because I'll kill you. I used to be on Brad Hawkins. Shout out to the good doctor. God. He always laughed.
Shout out to Brad.
I used to be on Brad Hawkins' neck.
That's how it was with RJ Moten. My God.
RJ Moten. But when it clicks for him, like Brad Hawkins, I think it took his senior year. That was 2021.
Yeah,
he played really well. and when he did, it was like, okay, let me shut up. Thank you. Shut me up. I don't want to talk bad about you. And he He took that step. So I'm gonna knock you and critique you, but I'm gonna praise you. When you do well, I'm gonna praise you. I'll be the first one to say, hey, he was playing bad. He ain't no more. That boy a dog. So
he was a dog.
Let's see. Next question. Trev99Z. What position group or players do you think will benefit most from the new strength coach and Coach Witt?
Wow, that's a good question. I feel like it's so easy to say the trenches. I mean,
yeah,
I think the defensive and offensive line they benefit the most out of that. 10 times out of 10, I think that's the most important in the weight room. So I'll have to go there, but I think
the linebackers, because
that's what I was going.
Them boys were getting dragged. Like we gave up a lot from first contact. We gave up a lot of 2s and 3s and 4s after first contact, and that's never good.
That's where I was going next, and I think it's so important, especially with the big ass question marks we have at linebacker this year. Like, I think you have to be ready. Like, I think that they're gonna have these guys ready. I mean, we have a good staff, like a really good staff. So I'm expecting them to get some guys out of their body this year who just break out that we aren't even talking about.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's that front 7 for sure in the offensive line. But yeah, Jamon Green, that's another one. I used to be on his neck, boy, because this dude had great coverage. This dude was a coverage corner for real, but he would not find the ball. This dude stayed, what did he stay, 4 or 5 years and never learned how to look, bro. You've got perfect coverage. Just look.
Hey, and all it took was a freshman and Will Johnson, him to get hurt and a freshman to come in. Hey, this is how you track the ball with coverage. And it was done. It was over for him. It was over.
And what kills me is you could be coached to not really look or find the ball, play the receiver. Me personally, I don't like because I'm not that tall. So of course I'm forced to play DB or safety if depending on who's the coach. So I'm looking, bro. There's nothing worse to me than playing great defense and coverage, because it's hard enough playing DB or safety. And then you get caught on because you didn't look, bro. I said, no, I'm looking. I don't care what coach say. I'm looking. And then I start to get more interceptions because I'm turning and, oh, wow, it's right there. Because if you have good coverage, you might as well look, bro.
Hand on hip.
I got this dude on lock.
I'm extremely biased because I played it. I played corner at a high level, so I'm very biased. But besides quarterback, I struggle to believe that there's a tougher position on the field than corner. You're playing wide receiver backwards.
Yeah.
You can't touch them. It's impossible. They can push off. They can get away with anything. You can't grab them. You can't tug them. You can't do any of that. You have to play textbook and on top of that, no matter how good your coverage is, no matter how good you are technique-wise, talent-wise, a perfect ball will beat coverage every single time. It's an impossible position.
Yeah, and I always say this when we played certain teams like Oklahoma this year, Ohio State almost every year. Just having good coverage ain't enough.
It ain't.
Because he gonna throw that ball. You can have good coverage. He gonna throw at you still. So you might as well get ready to try to find the ball and make a play on it, because just having good coverage, you're not gonna get away with that against this team. Against great quarterbacks, you having good coverage, that's just like, okay, guess I gotta make a better throw. Because they're not gonna let you off the hook.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all about timing. Because perfect timing, like I said, perfect timing, perfect ball placement. You're just reading and reacting as a defense. They're going out and executing plays. You're in literally defensive mode. I just don't think there's a tougher position.
No, I don't think there is. Honestly, it's hell. And you getting worked. You getting worked, and they know that you're on their number one, or you're just getting worked. So they're gonna keep going at you. Ooh, it's the longest day of your life.
Especially in
boy.
one-on-one coverage, you're the only one out there. Nobody else is looking at you.
It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare, bro. Like, you talking about self-esteem. Talking about kill your self-esteem. You play DB, you better have high self-esteem. And on to the next play. Next play.
Extreme confidence because especially I've been there where I've had a game. I'm not ashamed. I had 9 catches for 117 yards on me before. So you got to swallow your pride at some point and just be like, all right, next play, next game.
Yeah, next play. Please throw over there.
It's tough though. It is extremely tough because your competitor. Speaking of that guy, I got my ass beat by him every single time I played him. So I never got my get back. So on top of that, if you don't ever get your get back, bro, you really gotta have confidence and be like, I'm still that dude. Bro, it's a lonely world over there.
Yeah, DB is something else. But let's move on. Where we at? Okay. Zulu King 26. Appreciate the comment. He got another question. How good do you think our defense is going to be? Is it going to be similar to Jesse Minter's defense in 2023? What do you think about the 3-4 scheme? 4-3 scheme.
4-3. It's gonna be. It's really a base 4-2-5, right? That's what the setting is gonna be based. But the 4-3.
I think everybody's base is 4-2-5.
Yeah, especially out of spread. Why wouldn't 11 personnel? Like, you kind of have to. You
have to. There's just very real quick, because to stay in like a 4-3 against the spread, you have to know that scheme inside and out, and those players have to be on a string. Like Indiana got away, they could do it because they were that good, but most teams aren't that good, and those linebackers, they barbecue chicken, finger licking good.
Yeah, and I struggle to believe, especially and I watched all 22 of his 6. I couldn't get all 12, but I got 6 of his games I've been watching off season. And he does a little bit more with the nickel and coverage, and in coverage, as pre and post snap in the 4-2-5. And I know a lot of people hate when DBs play off, and I'm one of them, but just be patient in the 4-2-5 because in his defense, they do stay about 7 yards off, but he does mix it up and they go match man. That's something that Wink was allergic to in pressing a little bit. And it got me, those days got me hot. But to answer your question about the 4-3, I do think we're only going to see that in 12 personnel. I don't, maybe mix it up sometimes in 4-3 with 11 personnel.
Depending on the team, like
right.
Who was that we played this year? Wisconsin was trying to run it down our throat. We'd have been in the 4-3 wave.
Yeah, you're going to be there depending on what they're going to do. But I struggle. Even just watching Jay, and Witt even said it himself, if anyone wants to go watch it, in an interview, he talks about different personnel groupings as well, and saying like 4-3 is like going to be more set on 12 personnel, which, in retrospect, it sounds so basic, but it's not. There's different type of looks that you get in 4-3 and 4-2-5 and, the 3-3. It just varies.
Yeah. 2023 defense? No. That's a legendary defense. It ain't gonna be that. if it's 2023 defense, then we might be looking at a championship. It ain't gonna be that. We got too many moving parts. That defense had so much consistency that they were just locked and loaded, basically. This we got a lot of new pieces and parts that I don't even know. I don't even think the coaches know who fits where just yet.
Yeah, the staff isn't even completely Joe. It's a lot of chemistry within the Utah and their Ohio ties there. They all know each other and everything, but still, every season is new in its own. You got a new DT coach now. There are some new pieces that they aren't familiar with. They are familiar with Tony Alford. They're familiar with his family. But still, it's they have to figure that part out. I think this is the first season I'm going in. I'm like, God damn, bro, I don't know what our front seven is going to look like at all.
Yeah,
Like,
me
I
neither.
have an idea. And the talent is there. Don't get it twisted. The talent is there. Like, we have talent throughout that D line all over, and we have talent in the linebacker room, less so than the front four, but the talent is there. They have to bring it out of them, and I think that they will.
Got you. Let's see.
Shout out to Doreen. I just seen your comment. Shout out to Doreen. The audio was going in and out at first, so I'm glad that I got it figured out.
What up, Doreen? Appreciate you. I know she shared it. Next question from Brad Unity, 1991. Appreciate the comment. He says, what will be a successful year for Kyle Whittingham?
People aren't gonna like my answer. I think 9-3 because
you said 9. You said 9-3.
I think 9-3 is successful year one because that schedule is brutal. I mean you play Oklahoma, Indiana, Oregon, Ohio State, Iowa. I mean, Iowa's always a pain in the ass. We don't know I don't know what Penn State's going to be, but they have a damn good quarterback, a really good quarterback, and he's going to be amongst the best in the country. This schedule is, man, I keep saying it. I'm so glad we have 8 home games. If you win all 8, if you win all your 8 home games, you're in the playoffs. Just win your home games. You're in the playoffs.
Yep. And I'm similar. I think 9-3 is where we need him at. And if he can somehow get to 10-2, let's get it.
Man.
But I think 9-3 would be a success, and 10-2 would be extreme success. Like, okay, you did a master class this year. You know, but
if you look at our schedule, like even before it starts, we're gonna be underdogs in 3 games: Indiana, Ohio State, Oregon. Off rip. Like, and that's my key. I say you got to split the 4 tough games. You're gonna have to win one that you're not supposed to. You have to.
Yeah.
Get in the playoffs.
Yeah, which we didn't do that last year. You know. Every game between a real team, we kind of lost. Besides, I guess you could say the Washington team, but they were fugazi to me anyway. So,
I mean, I agree. I mean, look, Sharon and the boys had me fooled for about a quarter against Ohio State. So that was it.
I'm not.
Hey, Jair picked that. I thought it was up, bro. I was like, dog. But when we didn't score,
I think it could have been.
Man, when we didn't score a touchdown on that drive, I knew it was over, bro. At that point, I knew it was done.
And it was just like, bro, the conservative, like, bro, again, bro, like, come on, like, this conservative BS calls, bro. Like, we're not gonna beat them like this. You're not gonna beat Oklahoma like that. You're not gonna beat USC like that. Like, and you know, it's just depressing. Let's move on.
Yeah, we're not gonna see that with. You're gonna be working out of a true spread, and Jason Begg is not gonna have Sharon Moore holding him down at all.
Like, good dude. Oh, and somebody asked if I was gonna touch on the Sharon's case. I might. You know, I don't like to get into that stuff like that, but since I talked about him, I mean, everybody did. Since I did talk about it, I guess I owe it to him to at least, if he's getting screwed over or he gets exonerated, I owe it to him to at least give him some time and you know, talk about it 5-10 minutes or whatever to speak on it. So I probably will, but I got to dive deep and see exactly what's going on. Tyler Anderson, appreciate the comment. He says, I view Bryce as a power running QB. Does Bryce have the elusiveness, start and stop, left to right, to be a home run hitter, running the ball and escaping pressure? I think he does. He's not super shifty, but we've seen him go 40. If there was more field, he probably would have went 50 or 60, So is he Lamar Jackson? No. He's not that. But is he Cam? He's more similar to a Cam.
That or Cam, Josh Allen, like he's more shifty than Josh Allen, but like that big stature, the big frame that can run. I definitely think he's good for 40 to 60 or 40 to 55 range, 40 to 50 really. Like, and he runs 4.5, like mid 4.5s. I'm pretty sure that's when I was at Belleville when he ran his 40. I can't remember. It was some years ago now. I think it was mid 4.5s.
And when I bring up Cam, what was Cam when we saw him at Auburn? Because nobody remembers. We remember him at Florida now, but nobody knew Cam back then or when he got kicked out of school. What was he? He was a senior by the time he got to Auburn, wasn't he?
Was he, or was he a junior? Did he have 2 years at Auburn?
He had 1 year at Auburn.
1 year at Auburn, because he started at JUCO, right?
Yeah, he won the JUCO championship.
Yeah.
I don't know if he won it twice. He was either a junior or a senior.
He got in trouble or something, right?
Yeah, he got in trouble at Florida, got kicked out for the laptop.
Yeah.
So when I speak about Cam, you can't think of Bryce right now as Cam junior or senior Cam. You get what I'm saying? We didn't see him. We didn't see Cam when he was a freshman starting or a sophomore starting. He kind of popped up for all of us when he was a junior or senior. So, but I see the same kind of running style.
Right.
It's just
I just don't think he's between the tackles. A lot of people are worried about they're gonna use him like they did with Dampier. Dampier is a different style of runner. Like he is a true power quarterback. Like he would take hits and deliver hits. It's not Bryce. He's not gonna do that on a basis. I think Bryce, he's capable of it, and he showed he's capable of it. But he's more dangerous on the edge.
Yeah, he is.
Like that's where I want him scrambling on the edge, RPO on the edge, especially in the red zone, which I think that's where they're gonna use him the most, and you should, because it puts so much pressure on the defense, especially when the field shortens and those pockets shorten on the passes, and you really only have a rub route to basically a legal pick where you have a fade or you have a slant. That's all you have down there.
Yeah, facts. And speaking on, we were talking about the weight room. I want to see Bryce get bigger. I want to see him get bigger and some weight stick to him, because you get the weight room bigger, faster, stronger. So he was just a freshman last year. He can get faster. He can get quicker, And then hopefully the game, as he gets more ability, the game slows down for him. Then all of a sudden you're looking at a monster.
That's why I'm so glad that he's working with Palmer. Like I'm ecstatic that he's working with Palmer. I cannot wait to see, especially in the spring game early, that I'm going to be there. I know you'll be there too. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm really for the quarterback room. I'm excited to see Hurley as well.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the whole team because there's so many new faces. Oh, where are we at? Zulu King got another one. Zulu King got about 4 or 5 questions over here. He said, I see a big jump in Bryce Underwood. How effective you think Bryce Underwood is going to be with the new offense? I think he's going to be pretty effective. The fact that he's got really good coaching in the offseason. He's gotten better. He's got better coaches, better offensive coordinator, better head coach, and they're not afraid to use his abilities. That's the big thing. If you got a coach that's afraid to use what's in the tool belt, you're always going to be held back. And that's the big thing of having a coach that's not afraid to use the tools, whatever Bryce's ability. Bryce is a dual threat quarterback. That's what he is. So if you're not going to use his legs, you're not going to use him in the RPO, you're not going to use him in the read, What you get him for?
I
What you
mean,
paying him all this money for?
I mean, I know people have their like grapes with RPO, which I have no idea why. Most of college teams who run RPO won national championships. But that's what Bryce did in high school, and he did it at an elite level, a very high level. Like, I mean, just go listen to Connor Downs when he talks about it because he coached him. He said he's ahead of the curve. He's very smart. I mean, you give him these looks, give him the read, give him the options, which he was a freshman. He didn't get any help from his staff, really. You know, do put blame on him because I do. I definitely do.
Yeah.
There's inconsistencies, but let's not act like the staff did him any favors. They didn't.
Yeah. You have to see, two things can be right at the same time. Yes, Bryce, they tried to open it up with Bryce against Texas.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to understand he was poorly coached the whole year. They had me being the quarter. I was the quarterback coach this year. So blame me. You see what I'm saying? So if you're not giving him, you have to give your player the tools to be successful. And they didn't do that. Sharon didn't do that. So Sharon don't get off easy on that. You let all them players down for what you did, and not especially Bryce, not putting your best foot forward to make sure he's successful. You didn't do that. So you don't get off the hook. Yeah, Bryce gets some blame, but Sharon gets a lot of the blame too.
I mean, we ain't gonna have a head coach that wants to be best friends with our quarterback. So
yeah. Zulu King again. With Oregon being on our schedule, do you see us giving them a run for their money, even though they have a loaded depth chart? How close do you see that game? Oof. Then it's in Oregon. It's gonna be rocking. Dan Lanning will probably give a pregame speech like it's the Super Bowl or something. So it's gonna be a tough game. They locked and loaded, like we said before, and like you just said in your comment. But I think they can make it a close. I think it can make it a close game. Games like this where the other team has more talent, you just want to be able to get it into the fourth and it's close, and then we'll take our chances. That's all you can hope for in a game like that.
yeah, speaking of that, I mean, yes, they do have more talent, but it's not us crazy amount more than us. It's not. I mean,
yeah,
we have top 7 talent in the country. So, I mean, I don't think talent-wise, I just think we're going to be so well coached that we're going to be able to keep a lot of games close, especially the 3 games that we won't be favored in this year. You get to that fourth quarter, which Kyle Whittingham is known for. I mean, he did it against USC. He did it against Oregon in his day in the Pac-12. He did that. He got it close for a quarter when teams had way more talent than him. And he found a way to win because he's a good coach. And now he has the most talent that he's ever going to have at Michigan. So, no, like right now, I don't think we're going to win that game. Like their roster is insane. The one thing that I am interested in is that they have 2 new coordinators, completely new.
Yeah.
They're trying to follow suit of bring everyone back and go on a run. But the thing that you didn't bring back is one of the 2 most important pieces and the coaching staff. So I'm really interested to see what they do, but they definitely have the players to win it all next year.
Yeah. It's not going to be easy, especially when you have a team with a veteran quarterback, you know?
Yeah.
Honestly, he should be our quarterback. Bryce should be sitting on the bench for 1 more year, and Dante should be leading us right now. Yeah,
Jim Harbaugh.
The ghost of Harbaugh is haunting us right now.
He chased off. The only thing he got right was JJ. He chased, and we only got him because Ohio State told him no.
Yep.
So I can't even really give it to Jim.
No.
He chased every good quarterback prospect we had off. Chased them all off.
Harbaugh did us nothing with quarterbacks, which is sad.
My God.
AJ Southward, how long do you think Whittingham How long do you think Whittingham's tenure is at Michigan? 4 or 5 years? That's what I think.
Yeah. You talking about Whittingham, right?
Yeah. Unless it's going really good. Really good.
Yeah, I think he's gonna play out. The only way I don't see him playing out the full 5 or 2, if he completely tanks it, like 7-5, 6-6,
Yeah.
like, which I don't see happening at all, like
You got to
0% chance.
go.
Or if he wins a national championship,
Yeah,
because then like he did everything.
Yeah, it's time to retire.
Go out on top. I would go out on top.
Facts. Almost to the end. We got Asian Posh Doreen. Who will be the most surprising player on your team this season? And are the Michigan fans 100% behind Coach Whittingham? The first one, the second one, I think we can answer. I think 90% of the fan base is on board, especially after the portal recruiting. We've seen he's galvanized this team and it's looking good. So I think 90% of the fans are on board with that. But with Whittingham, most surprising player on the team this year? Ooh, I don't know. Who you got?
Oh, this is a good one. Surprising. That is a good question. In terms of surprising, so not expected. It's a damn good question. Go ahead.
I'm going with my boy YNs are us, Jamar Browder.
Really, Jamar?
The forgotten dude in the
he is forgotten. Like, people realize this guy's still on the roster. That's actually a good one. I thought he was going to transfer. It would be a good idea to transfer because that room is stacked now. Like, there's so much in that room.
But he's got all the potential to be a NFL receiver.
He's got the prototypical body to be one. I don't know about his speed, but you don't need to be a burner. Like,
he is huge, bro. When he got on the field, I was like, man, this kid is big.
He's just got it. He's got to get his hands right, which was his best attribute in high school. But that just levels to this shit.
They didn't give him that big opportunity. I mean, it was a big opportunity, but what did he drop? He dropped one pass. The other one, Bryce. I thought Bryce
he dropped 2 and Bryce threw one that was completely on him.
Yeah. So they gave him a small sample. I mean, the lights are bright. The lights were bright, so I understand that.
I'm gonna go with probably an unpopular one because it immediately hit in my head, but I was trying to think of someone else to like rival who I have because he's changing positions and I think he's gonna be good. I think Evan Link.
Evan Link? Oh boy.
I think he's gonna transition to guard. And that is where he was supposed to be from day one. Whereas he played tackle all through high school, but you could just tell his body is built for a guard. He's just big, not athletic. He's just big, and you need him to kick inside. I think he would be a lot more athletic at that guard spot, left or right guard. But I think left guard since he favors the left side. I really think there's a lot of talent in that room, but we need guards. We don't have a lot of guards, especially depth wise. I think he might break out at guard position.
Got you. I hope so. We need him to, honestly.
I have him starting. I have him slated right now in my way too early prediction as a starting guard.
Let me read this one. AD says, who will have more rushing yards, Bryce or Savion? I'm hoping Savion, honestly.
Ah, man, bro. It's probably gonna be. I think Savion's to RB2. Like by the end of camp, like that's how high I am. And like I've said this on the other show too. Like just to touch on Savion, like I think my hot take for the year, and I know you heard this, my hot take for the year is that we all are gonna know by the end of the year that he's just different in RB1, but Tony won't pull that trigger because Jordan Marshall's he's still really good. I just think we're all gonna, based off an eye test, he's gonna be that special.
I mean, I've seen the highlights. It wouldn't surprise me if he is that, you know.
He's Saquon
but I
Barkley.
think for the success of the season, we need Savion to have more rushing yards than Bryce, honestly.
Yeah, I think I mean, Jason Beck has so. I don't remember the last. I think Nico and DPJ, that team is the last time we had that much skill position talent. Wide receiver, running back. I don't remember the last
DPJ, time. Tariq, Nico.
But at the same time, who was our running back in those years? Who was our running back? Was it Higdon?
Higdon, yeah.
Was it in the DPJ Nico era? Someone help me out. Because I don't think
one of those years it was Higdon with them. Because that was like 2017, 2018, 2019.
Because I think Andrew Marsh we didn't really use Nico the right way, but I think he has more talent than both of them. So if you really, I think we have more talent. We definitely have more talent than that team. But even if you look at the top, like the stars, like potentially Savion Hyder and Andrew Marsh, who is the star right now, I think that's the most talent. Shit, bro. You got to go back even further than that. When I was a baby, probably. We've been starved of star power from the skill positions, bro. Well, Blake,
I'm gotta go back to Adrian Arrington and Braylon and Manningham and Funches and them. Yeah,
Funches. He was fun to watch.
Yeah, nothing but defense over here. Nothing but defensive studs. Don't ask about offense.
I'm trying to get a piece of that 40 points per game the last 2 years from Jason Beck. Shit.
Man. We got last question. W. Kareem, appreciate the comment. He says, do you think we will reach 10 wins this year? I'm hoping we do, because that's pretty much the cutoff for the playoff. I think it's a possibility. The talent is there, but can they get this talent to come together and execute on offense, defense, special teams? We still got to see. It's just a lot of pieces. Yeah. And for the first time, I have the offense being ahead of the defense. I haven't said that at Michigan in so long. Like, I don't know what the defense is actually going to look like. We got the pieces, but that front seven is a question mark to me.
Right. There's so many more questions on defense, especially the front seven. The secondary for me is buttoned up. Like, I have my idea on who it is, and I think that unit is going to be very good. Like, I think we're going to have the depth, and I think the talent in a better coach system. I think that back four is going to be. They're going to be pretty damn good. But the front seven, I have no idea. Offense, I can basically in my mind plug a number of guys in to a Jason Beck system, and my eyes light up. Like, we have more answers, I feel like, and obviously talent on the offensive side. Again, I don't remember, not even in my lifetime, that I've understood football have I said the offense is better than our defense.
Yeah, it's scary. But that's what we're looking at. And honestly, I'd rather be confident about the front seven than the back end, because your front seven can make up for underwhelming back end. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So
but like we said, the talent is there. And for people who don't know Jay Hill, yes, he does blitz, and he is an aggressive DC. but he is not Wink. He's not Don Brown.
Oh boy.
He doesn't blitz rate, and he doesn't blitz the same way as what Wink did. I know a lot of people. If you've seen Jay Hill, if you watch BYU, he is an aggressive DC. He believes in not giving the quarterback time to process things. So yes, he does send simulated pressures. He does send pressures. He does go zero sometimes. But you can do that. You can do that. You just have to be a damn good coach and understand situational football, and not do it every fucking third down.
Wink would do it on third down, red zone, up 7. Like, bro, what are you doing?
I'm sure throughout the season, it's so bad. And obviously, I play the game, I obviously have knowledge of it, but it's so bad when we can sit at home and just have an idea of what he's going to do and be right about it.
You know it's coming. It's coming.
Even your average fan who doesn't even play the game, you third down, third and long, it's 0. Oh, it's both linebackers in the same gap. What are we doing?
Right. And it's sad because he's still stuck in his ways. He's stuck in his ways while McDonald flourishing, just won a Super Bowl.
That's insane.
Defense lights out. And Jesse Minter, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins a Super Bowl with the Ravens. He's got Lamar.
He is such a perfect hire for them too.
Bro, they probably gonna win a Super Bowl.
He was in the Ravens tree system. They come back and hire him. He is just, bro. I want him for the Saints. I'm sad that he didn't come over because we need a head coach, but that is such a perfect fit, bro. Baltimore, they really got one.
Like, it wouldn't surprise me to see the Baltimore Ravens, coached by Jesse Minter, in the Super Bowl against Mike McDonald and the Seahawks, AFC, NFC.
It's a sad day, as 3 of our coaches from the national title years, when we could have won that window, to see 3 head coaches in that span. It really kills narratives that still float around in Twitterville.
Oh yeah, they can't just accept that we just had the best coaching staff in college football at that time.
And staff. That 23 team minus Sharon Moore, who was good as an OC in his own right, but so minus a few people like that. That was an NFL staff.
Yeah, they don't want to accept it. They'll be on their deathbed talking about that Michigan 2023 team cheated. Like, bro, let it go, Grandpa. Just die. Just die, bro.
Just die. Diabolical.
All right, Grandpa. Kel said, appreciate the comment. He said Bryce drip is awful on the picture that it was on here. I think I still got it on here. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick, because it is awful. It is. Like, I think it's a funny comment, but it's a valid comment because this drip is awful. Let me see.
I don't think I've seen it.
Let me see. I might have deleted it. I think I did. Yeah, I deleted it. Yeah, I mean, it is awful, though, but his drip is awful. Bryce needs to do better with his accessories, his wristbands. Match the colors, bro. Like, you look good, you feel good. Huh?
I have not seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's the picture from the captains with Rod Moore, Marshall,
okay.
Bryce.
His
drip is awful. It's awful, bro. Why you got they're in the maize and blue, but he's got white wristbands and ankle bands and stuff, bro. You're supposed to have the maize bands, or at least the blue. bro, you're not fresh, bro.
That's not a character, bro. Because he, especially his game day fits, like he be rolling in. This shit
Why
is,
you not fresh?
I hate. Speaking of the jersey, just real quick, I hate. Some people don't, or some people love it. You know, it's usually the old heads that love it. I hate that under Jimmy and under Sharon that they had to tuck their undershirt in. Like, man, let them drip out, bro. If they want to wear their long compression like shirt, the jersey, it look cool. Let them, bro. Let them go, bro. Let them be themselves. I hated that.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Like the swag, I want the swag to be there. Like, be fresh out there, bro.
I wonder I wonder if I have to go back and look at some game footage to see if their players had the long shirts and everything like untucked, because I think it's just aura. I don't know why. It's just aura. I love it.
Yeah, that feel, that look, you know, that aura, you know, you got to be fresh. You know, I grew up in the Dion era where it was a big deal. You know, you look good, you feel good, you play good, they pay good, brother. I mean, now y'all don't even gotta look good. Y'all getting paid just for suiting up. So I get it, but come on, let's be fresh out there. Let's be fresh.
I'm gonna be interested to see, especially in the spring game. Spring game gonna be a test. I'm gonna be looking at drip in the spring game.
Definitely, because that picture, I didn't notice it until he said Bryce's drip is awful, and then I looked at it like, you're right, it is.
He said you're right. You know what?
Yeah, you're right. He ain't fresh. He got the maize and blue on, but he ain't accessorized with the you know, you gotta accent the maize and blue with maize wristbands, maize armbands, or either blue armbands, you know what I'm saying? Or even mix and match the maize and blue. Now you're getting into a different level of freshness. Y'all ain't with me. Y'all ain't with me now. Y'all don't hear me.
Hire Johnny for team PR. How about that?
Let me come on in here, y'all. Y'all ready? Let me see what you got on. That ain't gonna cut it. I don't even know why you tried that.
You're in charge. Imagine they hire you in charge of game day drip. They just come in, you get checked just off a list. Yeah. All right, next.
You looking good. My guy, go. You ready? You ready? You might not play good, but you look good, boy. You looking good.
You might not play at all, but you look good.
Yeah, you gonna look good on that sideline, boy. Let me see. Am I going? Yeah, we're gonna be at the Yeah, we're gonna be at the spring game.
Hey, April 18th, I'm gonna be there in person, in the flesh.
Yes, sir. And that was everybody that doesn't know, we will be at the spring game again. You know, last year we all kind of sat in the same section. You know, if you didn't, you missed out, because we had like the whole area was like Voice of College Football, Maze Madman's fans, and my fans, like, or whatever you want to call them, subscribers, fans, whatever. We was
even Doreen pulled up with her husband wearing, I think she was wearing Ohio State gear. If I'm not mistaken, or he was.
I think he was. I don't think she was. But yeah, it was dope, bro, because that whole section was just us, like just fans of all the channels, and we was just kicking it real tough. TJ was in and out, just looking big, walking, getting beers. TJ missed half of the game. I'm gonna keep it real. TJ left. TJ left to get a beer, and we didn't see him for like a quarter and a half.
You know, I wonder how many people are actually going to be there, because last year was the most people at a spring game I've ever seen, and it was we all know it's for one person, Bryce. We all know, we just be honest about that. Even though the game was like a snooze fest, like because they take the spring game so unserious. I just thought the atmosphere was electric, like obviously before the game, especially.
Going into this year, do you think the spring game will be taken more serious? actual first team ones on ones.
Yeah, I want it to be so bad. I talked to a
Me too.
Utah fan and said that he's done both. He's done ones-on-one spring game, and then he's done like the draft. So I'm interested to see what he does. I hope he goes ones-on-ones because that game will be
I'm tired of that draft crap. I'm tired of it.
Man, bro. And they don't take it as I mean, bro, last year they had Blake Corum and Jenkins coaching the game. Like,
yeah, and that's why I tell people you can't take nothing from our spring game. Like, you can't take anything because there's nothing to be taken serious, really.
Especially with
they don't take it serious.
Like, if you're gonna draft, like, I want us to be deep as hell, but I mean, it's just a fact. We're not deep littered with talent. So we are a very talented team, but it's more top heavy starters into second team. When you get the third and fourth, like, that's what it's like, bro. The draft really.
Bro, we had Jaden Davis out there doing that elongated Byron Leftwich. Come on, bro.
I'm so grateful for this quarterback room that we're about to have. You know, having that vet from Colorado and Braden come in, and Colin Hurley. Like, again, for those people who are not familiar with Colin Hurley, like, he reclassified. He's going to be one of the top quarterbacks in his class. He's very talented. He was at LSU, there for a reason. I'm excited to see him. I really am, because I think I don't think he's as talented as Bryce, but he's like right below. That kid has so much talent. It's just got to be brought out of him. He was 16 years old last year.
Yeah.
He's very young. So I'm very excited for our quarterback room. I think this is definitely the deepest quarterback room we've had. I don't know how long. I don't know how long. We have two options that we go to, though.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Offense, it's been a long time coming for us on offense. Like, only times we've had deep is running back. That's where we've had deep skill position is running back.
And I'm not saying this will happen, but this might be the first year where our offense might have to score 27 points, like, against every team. This
is a year where the offense needs to pick up the slack. Like,
yeah, especially early.
It seems like it. Now, we don't know. The defense might come out clicking from the jump. We don't know.
Hey, we don't know. I'm not saying I struggle. I just really struggle to believe a defensive-minded head coach with the hires that he made, especially the hires that he made, very good hires. We're just going to be completely like just ass on defense or average.
I don't see that. No,
I don't see us being average. I see us being good to elite, somewhere between good to elite.
Yeah,
I don't see us being average at all.
Yeah, got you. Let me read this. I didn't read this one. Gaming Trimmer, appreciate you. Gaming Trimmer became a YouTube member. You should become a YouTube member. But I appreciate everybody joining. I don't know what to call it. I always stumble thinking of the name. JUJU knows ball. I don't know. But appreciate everybody joining. You know, JUJU gives us his time to, you know, give his knowledge on the game, you know, not just me, everybody. Hey, time is money around here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for him to come on and give his knowledge of the game, different areas that I'm not outside of my expertise, it's appreciated. That's why I wanted him to have this show, you know.
No, absolutely. Yeah. Again, to reiterate that, I appreciate everyone coming. I'm sorry for being sick. I know, like, this is supposed to be every Wednesday, so I had to get it on Friday, but it should be back to the regular scheduled Wednesdays and everything. I'm back healthy, and again, I appreciate everyone who watches, and again, share with your friends. Everyone come in. It's great conversation. It always. I'm grateful to be on this platform, and let's keep building.
Yes, sir. Kinetic, I'm not sure yet if we're going. I might be going live tomorrow. Might be doing the stage. It's not concrete yet. because still need probably one, maybe two more people for sure. You know, I don't want to just have me and the stage is supposed to be about. I want at least 4 people. Last week we did 3. I want at least 4 to do it because it's supposed to be conversation that, you know, different mindsets, different opinions. You know what I'm saying? So if we can't get 4, I'm probably just not going to do it. And then just, you know, come back another time when we can get four people to come on the stage. So let's see. Kinetic says, I want us to do a show with Juju before anyone. You should have reached out to him. You know Juju. You was on the M3 show all this time and you didn't reach out.
Yeah, Kinetic did. He did reach out, and I was figuring out my scheduling at that time. And then I figured out he had the show and everything. And shout out to Kinetic. I hope everything's well and I hope your show is going well. But at that time, I didn't have what I needed to have figured out. There was a lot going on. But yeah, everything's figured out now, and happy. I just want to keep growing, and I'm grateful for him as well asking me to do a show, and I'm grateful for you reaching out and it being like the perfect time. Like I was ready to break in, had everything situated. So I'm here, and hopefully we can keep this rolling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I appreciate you, Kinetic, for joining. And everybody, Kinetic has a channel. I'm not sure what the name of it is. But him and Lynch Max have a channel, I do believe, and they talk college football, also streaming, gaming. You know, they're streaming the game, and Kinetic does a lot of stuff with gaming leagues. So if you're a gamer and you want to jump into a college football 26 league, reach out to Kinetic. That's his name on Twitter or X, and Madden 26 leagues. Kinetic's big on all those leagues and stuff like that. So if you're a gamer, hit your boy up. It's your boy, Kinetic. So I think that's a wrap for this one, y'all. You might want to watch this one. I might turn this one to a members only after a couple days and then see how it goes. But appreciate everybody joining in. Like, share, subscribe. And as always, go blue.
Go blue.
It's great to be a Michigan War.